Alexa is like a member of the family.
She is.
In many ways, we want to talk about mourning the loss of a family member as it pertains to the sale of a house.
You're listening to Home Sellers Advantage. I'm your host, Aaron Zapata.
And I'm your other host, Todd Anderson. We are the Bald Brothers team at Impact Realty Group with Real Broker, and we are here to give you the Home Sellers Advantage.
You can find us online at www.baldbrothers.tv. Again, that's baldbrothers.tv.
Or you can call us at 833-305-BALD. That's 833-305-2253.
In fact, if you haven't done this, turn up your TV really loud right now. Hey, Alexa, call the Bald Brothers team. It'd be like, would you like us to call the Bald Brothers team? Yes. And here's the phone number, 833-305-2253. I was on a Zoom meeting the other day, and I activated people's Siris.
Yeah.
And then
I was in that meeting.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, let's try Alexa. And one guy's like, oh, my Alexa's going off. Yep. Sure enough. Set it off.
Well, I have a daughter named Alexis, and she goes by Lexi. Sometimes I'll say Alexis, and Alexa thinks I'm talking to her. Yeah.
Wow. And I have a niece named Alexa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah. So I think they changed all of the activation names in their house.
Oh, okay. You can do that?
I don't know.
With Alexa?
Well, you can, otherwise you can't own any Amazon products.
Yeah.
Because it's all Alexa. So, yes. Yeah. I'm just curious, how many devices do you use in your house through Alexa? Do you use anything?
I only have Alexa. I don't use any devices through Alexa.
You only have
just the little circle box.
What do you have Alexa do for you?
I just tell me to set an alarm or to ask the weather.
Timer.
But I generally don't ask her a whole bunch of questions.
Nothing like that?
No.
So my wife has set up our house pretty much technologically advanced because she is. And so our lights in our bedroom, Alexa.
Really?
They're on Alexa timer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like when I'm going to bed, Alexa, turn off my light.
Wow.
Boom. Goes off.
Yeah.
Right. The TV in the living room.
Yeah.
Alexa, turn on the TV.
Wow.
Goes on. Alexa, turn off the TV. Goes off.
The peak of laziness.
No, it's fantastic. I don't have to look for any remotes or buttons or nothing.
My kids will never understand the days in which you had to get up off of the couch, walk over to the television.
Get up off of that thing.
Physically turn the dial. You couldn't pause or rewind television. You had to catch it when it was on, when it was there. And if you wanted to change stations, you had to get up off the couch, walk over, and turn the dial.
That created a shared experience.
That's right.
Which is how relationships are built. And so there is much of today's family that I think is missing that. Because,
it used to be during popular sitcoms or programs at commercial break, all the toilets would flush. All the plumbing. Yeah.
It's commercial break. Yes. And now everybody's watching TV, but also on their own device with their own.
They have a whole new
AirPods.
thing where even movie scripts are written with the assumption that people aren't paying attention, and so because they know people are scrolling on their phones. So what happens is
scrolling.
The dialogue, so you can hear, is explaining everything that's happening.
Oh, as though
so that you can be on your phone and still know what's going on. Because
is that why?
Yeah, it's dumbed
so
down.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you not know that I'm watching this? Oh, you look great in that red shirt today.
Yeah.
I can see it. Oh, I'm ready.
Aaron, are you fishing for a compliment?
No, I'm not.
You look great in that red shirt today.
I'm not. I have a fishing license, but I'm not looking for that. So, yes.
I want to know what the L stands for.
It stands for Lutheran, Orange Lutheran High School.
Not like a deviation of Laverne and Shirley. Remember Laverne and Shirley? Didn't she always wear the L?
Come and knock on
now
the door.
We're really not dating ourselves.
We're not
dating. The younger we've lost the younger audience. Okay, so let's get into it. What are we talking about today?
Mourning the loss of a family member.
Yes.
When you sell your home.
Yes, getting back to the personification of your house.
Yes.
As being that family member.
Yes. And it is legitimately true that when a family moves on, that they mourn the loss of the home itself, almost like losing a person in their family.
Yeah.
Because that home has created a structure and a framework by which every memory is associated with.
And you think when you lose a loved one, it's what you have is cherished memories.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with a house. I know that every home that I've sold or moved away from, there was a sentimentality that was very difficult because you remember, oh, my kids, this is where they first walked. This is where I brought so-and-so home from the hospital. This is where you have all these memories associated with that location. And when you leave, you're not going to be able to go back to the house, even though it still exists.
Right.
And if the new owners let you in, chances are they've made a lot of renovations and changes.
Right.
It's not going to be the same.
Right. Speaking of some stories of going back in, so we had a client who wanted to go see it, and she was in town. And, we reached out to the realtor and said, hey, would it be possible? And we got like a hard no. Like, no, they don't, they don't want you back. So you're not likely going to see it. But on the flip side, my grandparents lived in a little town called Reedley up in the central San Joaquin Valley. And my dad grew up in this house, and my grandparents lived there, of course. And so my dad grew up in this house, but they were very friendly. We actually went by and knocked on the door, and they said, are you part of the Zapata family? And we're like, we are. Because, when groups of 4 show up, they're like, this must be another Zapata family visit, And so they got very accustomed to my large extended family stopping by and saying, would it be possible? And they're like, absolutely, come on in. They showed us around, showed everything they did. My dad told me a story that him and his friend, they literally built an airplane in the upstairs bedroom. And I'm not talking about a little model. Like, they started building like a full size, and they'd build it in the house, and then they'd take parts out the window right after they assembled them. So anyways, good stories going through my mind, going and, seeing that house. So sometimes they do let you in.
Yeah.
But most of the time, once you sell it, you're moved on. You're done. You don't get to go back.
It's interesting you're talking about that because last week, I asked my parents, I couldn't remember the actual address, but my childhood home in St. Paul, Minnesota, I remember growing up there before I moved overseas to Japan, 716 Simon Avenue in St. Paul. Now everybody's going to look it up. Don't harass them because I haven't been there for, 46 years or whatever.
People living there have no relation to Todd.
I remember I have a lot of memories from that home. I remember exactly what the home was like. I have a lot of stories from my childhood from that home near Como Park in St. Paul. And maybe that's what I'll do one of these days. I'll just show up and I'll say, hey, I'm an Anderson. And you'll say, well, you live in Minnesota. We're all Andersons. And it's like a big surprise. Zapata, that's a little bit more difficult to match. But Anderson, it could be anybody.
Perhaps you'll find a daycare center there. Maybe.
An Anderson Leering Center?
Maybe. How do you spell the end?
Yeah.
E-N or O-N?
It's Andersa.
Yeah. Oh, we digress. But you're right. So I've gone back and visited my childhood home as well, where I have a couple of them. And so I've taken my kids by there as well. I even went to my dad's childhood home in McAllen, Texas, which is actually a little town next door. But it's fun just to see where your history comes from. But that's the reality is when you're selling your home, there's this very real burden of sorrow that you carry with you as you begin to embark on this journey. And, part of our show today has been lighthearted, but really it's to counsel you as you prepare for the sale to know that this is coming. Yeah. And it is a grieving process, especially if you've been there a long time, if you have cherished memories, if this is the house that you raised your kids in, like those are real emotions. And those can be paralyzing. Yeah. And so we have to, as realtors, kind of know that and walk you through that and just help you overcome that emotion. Yeah. Because it can stop you in your tracks and prevent you from moving forward. Yeah.
There's one suggestion that I would have is and you'd have to make it a conscious choice in your own vocabulary. But when we first meet you, we're talking about your home. This is your home, and it literally is. But chances are, if you're selling, you're going to be moving to a new home. Yeah. And so in the process of selling your home, especially once you're in escrow, you should start trying to challenge yourself to refer to it as the property. And then when you talk about home, you're referring to your new home.
Yeah.
So whether you're moving in-state or out of state, that becomes the new home. And so there's a psychological shift that you realize my home is where my family is, where I am, and we're going to make new memories.
Yeah. And think about it as writing, like when you're reading a book, right? If a very favorite character gets killed off, okay, and you're like, wow, I really liked that character.
Yeah.
What happened? They're going to have to introduce a new character to replace the beloved character. Otherwise, the whole story's dead.
Yeah.
And so what happens is you have to recognize that your life is writing a new chapter. Like there's a new chapter and there's a new character about to enter the scene in your life that is going to become that favorite character where you create new memories.
That's right.
And so I like what Todd said, like you start referring to your existing home as, this is the property that we've owned. This is the property or the place that we've lived. You don't say this is my home because it most inevitably is not your home. Even when you make all the changes to the property, you repaint, you recarpet, you bring in staging furniture, even in that moment, even though you may own it, it's no longer your home and you feel it. And so we want to encourage you as you are thinking about selling to acknowledge that there is a grieving and a mourning that comes with it, and that's okay. 2 is to begin to look forward to the next chapter that's being written so that you can be excited about the new character that is coming in your life.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah. So, we bring to you these stories based on our own real experiences that we've had with our own customers.
Yeah. And we understand we are also human.
Yeah.
We are not robots. We are not AI. We're not faking the sentimentality. We totally get it. We understand Aaron has raised a family. I've raised a family. We have wives and children and memories of our own. And so we get it and we understand it.
Yeah.
But these are some tips that will help you in that transition, because the fact is when you're selling a home, especially once you're in contract, the train is moving, and pretty soon the train will have left the station, and you need to make sure you're on that train. And when it comes to it, that also will help you when you transition from thinking you're going to have a new home, that when the buyer comes and starts picking it apart and doing their inspections and talking about the things that are wrong, it's easy to become offended because now you're offending my family. You're criticizing my family member. But no, when you start to realize this is the property I'm selling, I have a new home, it makes it a little bit easier to manage that part of the negotiation process with the transaction.
Yeah. And here's another truth. You know what created those memories? It wasn't the home.
Yeah.
It was you.
That's right.
It was the way you lived, the way you experienced your family, the way you raised your kids. And you are going to the new home. And so you're going to recreate and create a whole new life that is going to become cherished to you.
Yep. And
so it's okay to let go of the home.
Yep.
It's okay to let go of what was there. I remember selling one home and my clients disappeared. And this was they had already moved out, but they disappeared. And we were in the house though, and I'm like, where did they go? So I had no idea. But I went into the garage, and actually it was a very touching moment. The wife was crying, and
wow.
And I'm like, is everything okay?
Yeah.
And this was over 15 years ago, and she just said, yeah, I'm just realizing though that this is a place that's held all these memories, And so that's when it hit me over a decade ago that, the emotional toil that you go through is very real. It's okay. You're going to get through it because you get to be the creator of new memories in your new home.
Yeah.
So hopefully this helps you. And if you know somebody who's thinking about selling, we would ask that you would send our names to them. We would love to be able to say, oh, so-and-so is watching us on YouTube or on the internet, and they recommended you to us, and we're so please send this to somebody that you think needs to hear this.
Yeah. And you know what? Hey, Alexa, call the Bald Brothers team at 833-305-2253.
Or open the website at www.baldbrothersteam.com. So, yes, we're just embedded commands there into the world of Alexa.
Do it now. You will do it.
That's right. That's right. So, Alexa, set an alarm to call the Bald Brothers in 10 minutes. Yeah, we can have fun with this all day long. Hey, God bless you guys. You know what we do? Todd, you know what we do?
We sell homes.
Yes, we do. And
we have fun doing it.
We do. And until the next episode, thanks for spending time with us. We appreciate it. And we do thank you for your referrals. And God bless. Thanks for listening to the Home Sellers Advantage. The Bald Brothers team is a licensed DBA of Real Broker, licensed by the California Department of Real Estate, number 02022-092. Again, we do not give any real estate, legal, or financial advice. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can call us at 833-305-BALD, or you can reach us online at baldbrothers.tv. Equal housing opportunity.